Okay, y'all. I'm making some Olive Garden Zuppa Toscana, and I just want y'all to see what we working with. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this recipe. I've got in here 4 potatoes, peeled, sliced. I did not leave the skin on. You can if you want, but I did not want to leave the skin on because my husband does not like skin on his potatoes. So all he was gonna do was pick them out. So I've got 4 potatoes, nice size potatoes. They don't have to be small. Peel them, and if you want to leave the skin on, leave the skin on. I have 2 tablespoons of garlic, half stick of butter, one package of sweet Italian sausage. Don't worry about it being sweet messing up your flavor profile, because it doesn't. It is, because it's sausage, it has a lot of sodium though. So if you're on a low sodium diet, it ain't for you. I also use kale, 1 bunch of kale. I had the kale chopped down. I did not use the stems. I had my daughter do that. And I've got onions, and I've got plenty of water. A pot full of water, that's the best I can say. I don't usually do a lot of measuring. I just add and take away. So right now, I'm going to put in my heavy whipping cream. So you can see, I got this here. You're not making it right without the heavy whipping cream. I also use some olive oil. I use the olive oil to saute my kale, because I did do that first. I did not just throw the kale in. Now, because my potatoes are now tender and I don't want it mushy, see how they breaking apart? That's how you want it. You don't want it mushy. You're not making potato salad or mashed potatoes. So I'm going to turn it down. And I'm about to add the whipping cream. I'm using a cell phone, so sorry if it's not steady. But I'm going to add the whipping cream. That's going to take it to the next level and make it very, very creamy. And you're going to see the Olive Garden come out. So I'm adding the whole thing of whipping cream. This is from Food Lion. It says 1 pint. I had used a little bit of it for another dish. I actually used it in my macaroni, y'all. Yes, and it was bomb. I didn't use a lot, but I used probably about, I'd say, a half a cup. Now look at it. Don't tell me this don't look like you is sitting up at Olive Garden. See? Huge difference. Huge difference. Now this is looking good. Delicious. Do you need to add salt and pepper and all of that? Because the sausage has so much sodium in it, I would suggest that you only add like maybe a teaspoon of salt to your kale, and add your seasoning, I think, to the kale. You do not want this thing overpowered. You don't want too much flavor. You know, you don't want it to be overpowered with salt. And so I'm not going to cook it a long time. Just long enough for that whipping cream to kind of blend in. I did add garlic, onion, and garlic powder. I put a little bit of sazon in the, I put the sazon in with the kale. Now I'm using this. I got this from Burlington, this country blend. I'm going to use the herb and spices. This came with a variety of spices. It's all kinds of stuff. So I just put a little sprinkle in it and give it a little color. I also use a little bit of paprika. Now this has like a smoke smell to it, so I know it has some paprika in it. But people, I'm telling you, this here, it's good. I know it's good because I already had tasted it before I added the whipping cream. I wanted to make sure that I had my flavor right before I even added that. Now at this point, if you really want to be bougie, you can add to this if you want. Go ahead and add in. I'm going to turn it back up because I had turned it down. Go ahead and add in, if you want, some fresh Parmesan cheese. Just note that when you add Parmesan cheese to dishes and it has milk in it, after you have kind of cooked it and it sits, Parmesan cheese can get kind of clumpy or sticky. So you got to be careful when you're adding that kind of cheese into a dish. I use Parmesan cheese when I'm making homemade Alfredo, because I don't make Alfredo um, from the can. I always use heavy whipping cream, my milk, and regular Parmesan cheese. So I use that for my sauce. And you do, I would suggest, and I know I'm skipping around, but if you're making Alfredo, you do need to make sure you get at least 16 ounces of Parmesan cheese. If you really want it to have a good Parmesan flavor, you need at least 16 ounces of cheese. But this was simple, y'all. All I did, we fried the sausage, we sauteed the sausage up, put the onion in with the sausage. It was really simple, maybe five minutes, and it's ground, so you want to chop it and ground your sausage really good, and you just want to make it pop. You really do. I also added fresh red pepper flakes. Now this is a lot of kale. You don't have to use that much kale. I wanted to make sure though that I had a nice broth. Now see how it's starting to get thick? I done turned that heat up, so it's starting to thicken up because we put the whipping cream in it. But I like how the consistency, I like how the whipping cream, it's not taking it over and making it too thick. So I can't wait to taste this. I know this is going to be delish. And if you need to, if you don't want yours runny, if you want a thick Zuppa Toscana, which is not how Olive Garden makes theirs, you can, again, add less water or add cheese to it, because cheese will thicken it up for sure. But I don't want it thick. I want more of a broth. I love drinking the broth. And also you can cut back on the whipping cream. I told you I put almost a pint in. You don't need that much if you don't want it. If you want to change the color, add a different seasoning. If you know, depending on what color you want it, you can add some paprika, or we'll darken it and make it, have a little smoke flavor. So it will darken it just a little, give it some color. Now don't forget, don't overcook, because you're not making mashed potatoes. You want your food to have a little bite to it, your potatoes to have a bite. So this is pretty much done, in my opinion. Because my potatoes, I did cook my potatoes in a separate pan. So I boiled my potatoes in some salted water in a separate pan. You do not, again, if you're on a low sodium diet, you can eliminate the salt. If you want to flavor with Mrs. Dash, you can. I want flavor. It's good. Yeah, it's good. That sausage and stuff is giving it a really good taste. Now, because I really love salt, I really want to put some more seasoning in, but I'm not going to do it because it doesn't need to be too salty. Just going to taste it. Great day in the morning. It'll make you smack your daddy. Knock him clean on out. Knock him clean on out, y'all. It'll make you knock him clean out. Now I'm about to plate this. Yes. Yes. She is about to be ready. And I'm going to pause it while I get it ready to plate. Okay, y'all. This is the final product. This here. Yeah, that's looking nice. It is official. I haven't even been in this kitchen for 40 minutes. Zuppa Toscana, y'all. She ready. Let's get back over here. Yeah, whole pot. I put it all in a wok. Now I'm gonna put a little cayenne in mine. Not the whole pan. Just in your little bowl. Don't do the most, because everybody may not like it spicy. See, I got a little touch of cayenne in mine. Y'all, I done gave y'all the recipe while I was talking. Y'all better try it and let me know. Thank you.